Welcome back to the Club and Resort Chef Auto Fire, sponsored by Fire Within. In the hot seat, we have Christopher Reveron, executive chef of the Appawamis Club in Rye, New York. Thanks for joining us today, Chef. How are you?
I'm well, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's do this. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. All you have to do is answer quickly and honestly. You ready?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Have you ever been told you look like someone famous? And if so, who?
Yes. And it's one of my favorite comedy actors as a young guy, Jim Carrey. I used to love to impersonate him. Pet Detective, one of my all-time favorite movies growing up, aside from Goonies. So yeah, I used to impersonate him so much. People used to say, "You know what? You kind of look like." So.
That's amazing. If your club's kitchen equipment could talk, what piece of equipment would have the best stories to tell?
The oven.
I was sure you were going to say the walk-in. I was sure. Well,
the walk-in for sure, if you want to talk about what goes on inside of a walk-in. But if the ovens could talk, I mean, it's I've been to so many kitchens. And luckily, we just went under construction in 2015 where we completely rebuilt the kitchen. But prior to that, the equipment here was on average age of 25 years. And if I wanted a good cooked piece of chicken with a nice char on top or something, whether the broiler not working and I had to go into a high oven, I had to find the right corner where the heat was just perfect to get the skin crispy. If not, it'd come out soggy. So a lot of stories with the ovens prior to 2015 here at the Appawamis.
What is the nerdiest thing you do in your spare time?
Read.
Oh, that's not so nerdy. What do you like to read?
For me, I read a lot. And when I think about nerdiness, I think about reading, being a bookworm and things like that. But I do read a lot.
Awesome. What is your biggest professional pet peeve?
My biggest professional pet peeve would have to be inconsistencies with employees. And I'm a very humble chef. I'm not one of those guys that are going to scream, rant, and rave around the kitchen. But if you're told to do something, given a directive, and you cannot be the professional behind that, and you're very inconsistent with the production of it, when I personally showed you or someone on the senior staff has shown you, it is something that really gets under my skin. And I've had conversations, it's funny, with my wife many times. And, one of the valuable things I learned from her over the years is that, when we begin to hold expectations of others based on how we are as professionals, that becomes our kryptonite. I think about it every day. And I utilize that very statement with every single decision I make when engaging with employees or even membership at the club. So,
solid. What was your least favorite food as a child? And do you still hate it today?
My least favorite food was blue cheese.
Do you hate blue cheese still?
I absolutely love blue cheese today. And it's
when did you turn the corner?
I want to say a good maybe 10 years ago, I was doing a stage with a chef. And we had Fontina there, Tellagio, raclette. You think of a stinky cheese, it was there. And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, this is great. Italian chef, great mentor of mine." And he said, "Try this cheese like this." And he gave me a piece of blue cheese with a grape. And, when you think about the blue cheese, it's bitterness and tart and all those little things going on. And when you added that little bit of sweetness on there, it was like magical for me. And ever since then, like now, when I make cheese boards at home for my wife and I on a Sunday night when I get home from dinner, as that's our Friday, blue cheese is always on the menu. Point Reyes blue.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time today, Chef. This was awesome.
You're very welcome. And thank you for everything you do with the club chefs, Joanna. I think it's great, and chefs all around. You give us all a platform to showcase what we do and how much we love what we do. So I really appreciate you. Thank you.